HubSpot vs. Salesforce, SEO integration showdown. Search behavior is the first sales signal. If your CRM can see it, B2B buyers do their homework in Google long before they reply to an email or take a discovery call. And that's why SEO integration is no longer a marketing nice-to-have. When 66% of B2B buyers use search engines to research purchases, the earliest intent signals you'll ever get are usually organic clicks, landing pages, and content depth, not form fills. At the same time, SEO isn't just a traffic play. 61% of B2B marketers say SEO and organic traffic generate more leads than any other channel, which means your best pipeline opportunities often begin as anonymous search sessions and only become sales visible later. That's the point of this HubSpot vs. Salesforce SEO integration showdown. Not who has the prettiest dashboard, but which platform makes it easier to capture search behavior, connect it to contacts and accounts, and turn it into SDR actions your team will actually execute. Why SEO-to-CRM integration changes pipeline, not just reporting. Most B2B websites are powered by search-driven discovery, with search engines responsible for about 76% of B2B site traffic. If your CRM can't see that early-stage activity, reps are prioritizing outreach based on incomplete intent, and that usually leads to generic messaging, poor timing, and wasted call blocks. The practical win is treating SEO data as first-class sales intelligence. Last organic landing page, repeat views of high-intent pages, and the primary topic cluster someone engaged with. When these fields live on the contact and account record, you can use them for scoring, routing, and personalization, and you're far more likely to get excellent marketing ROI. Connected data companies are 4x as likely to report it. There's also a time dividend. CRM automation saves teams roughly 5 to 10 hours a week, and piping SEO signals into workflows reduces manual research and list building for SDRs, especially when your motion includes an outsourced sales team or a sales development agency that needs clean, consistent context to execute quickly. HubSpot vs. Salesforce. What SEO integration really means in each ecosystem. Salesforce and HubSpot aren't competing with the same product philosophy. Salesforce holds about 31% of the CRM market versus HubSpot's roughly 2%, which matters because market gravity influences your integration options, partner ecosystem, and long-term admin staffing needs. HubSpot tends to shine when you want SEO, content, automation, and CRM data in one place with minimal engineering. Salesforce tends to win when you need enterprise-grade customization, deep attribution, and a best-of-breed analytics stack, especially if you already operate with RevOps and data resources. Here's the simplest way we frame the difference for teams deciding where SEO signals should live and how sales should consume them. How HubSpot turns SEO engagement into usable sales context. HubSpot is built for closed-loop execution. Content planning, on-page guidance, and CRM visibility can all live in the same place. That's valuable if blogging is central to your demand engine. B2B companies with blogs generate 67% more leads per month than companies without them, and HubSpot's content-first workflow reduces the friction between publishing and sales follow-up. The key is to stop thinking in rankings and start thinking in CRM properties your SDRs can use. In practice, we recommend creating a minimal set of fields like last organic landing page, high intent page views, 7 days, and primary topic cluster, then using HubSpot workflows to generate tasks or enroll contacts into sequences when behavior crosses a threshold. For example, repeated visits to pricing, comparison, or implementation pages within a 7 to 14-day window. The most common HubSpot mistake is assuming SEO tooling will fix weak positioning. HubSpot can help you clean up on-page fundamentals, but it can't replace ICP clarity or sales-aligned content depth. Use search query insights to validate what your best buyers actually look for, then invest in pages that answer late-stage questions before you optimize the edges. If SEO signals aren't visible inside an SDR's daily workflow, they aren't sales intelligence, they're just marketing trivia. How Salesforce supports SEO integration through analytics, data, and attribution. Salesforce isn't designed to be an SEO platform, and that's not a weakness, it's a design choice. In most organizations, the best pattern is to keep technical SEO and content optimization in your CMS and analytics stack, then feed summarized, decision-ready signals into Salesforce where your team can influence pipeline, routing, scoring, campaign membership, and opportunity influence. A typical architecture looks like website activity captured in GA4 and Google Search Console, then pushed via a connector, ETL tool, or CDP into Salesforce as fields, campaign touchpoints, and reporting objects. The goal isn't to mirror every keyword in the CRM. The goal is to translate search activity into sales actions, like creating an SDR task when an identified prospect repeatedly hits a high-intent page. The most expensive Salesforce mistake is over-engineering before proving value. Teams can spend months building a warehouse pipeline and custom objects only to discover reps don't change behavior. Pilot one narrow use case first, for example, organic pricing page visitors generating tasks and measured meeting lift, then scale the data model once it's clearly driving pipeline. Make SEO signals actionable for SDRs, scoring, routing, and messaging. Whether you run HubSpot, Salesforce, or a hybrid, the integration only matters if it changes what SDRs do at 9 a.m. Build a shortlist of high-intent URLs, pricing, comparisons, implementation, ROI, and ensure repeat organic engagement increases lead score, triggers fast routing, and surfaces directly on the record where reps live, list views, dialers, and sequence personalization fields. This is where outbound execution gets sharper. A cold email agency or outbound sales agency can reference the exact problem a prospect researched, and a cold calling agency can prioritize calls to accounts showing fresh, organic spikes instead of burning time on stale lists. The message shift is simple. You're no longer guessing, you're responding to demonstrated interest. The most damaging operational mistake is not aligning SEO tracking with lead scoring and routing. If a buyer visits pricing 3 times and their score doesn't change, they'll be treated like a low-intent content grazer. Fix that by weighting BOFU page behavior meaningfully and training reps on what each SEO field means and how it should change their talk track. Optimize for the executive question. Which organic themes create revenue? HubSpot can get you to page-level usefulness quickly, but Salesforce often wins when leadership asks revenue questions. Which organic themes create SQLs? Which content assists deals? And where does SEO influence expansion? This is also where teams should avoid the last-click trap. Use multi-touch attribution and opportunity influence to see how organic content contributes across stages, not just at conversion. If you're investing in Salesforce, there's a compounding effect when you combine strong execution with better signals. Salesforce CRM users report an average 18.4% revenue increase after implementation, and high-intent SEO signals can further improve timing, conversion, and pipeline quality when they're wired into the selling motion. For advanced teams, the move is to standardize SEO themes, topic clusters, or intent categories and report them like products: volume, conversion rate to meeting, conversion rate to SQL, opportunity influence, and closed-won contribution. That's when SEO becomes a predictable input to forecasting instead of a traffic report. Next steps: a practical rollout plan and where SalesHive fits. Start with an audit of where SEO data lives today: CMS, GA4, Google Search Console, and any rank tooling, and document what actually makes it into the CRM. Then agree on a minimal set of 5 to 10 sales-relevant signals and implement one workflow that creates measurable outcomes, like meetings booked from high-intent organic visitors over the last 7 to 14 days. From there, operationalize, update lead scoring, confirm routing rules, and run a short enablement session so reps know how to read the fields and tailor outreach. This is also the moment to decide whether you'll run execution in-house or via sales outsourcing. When your systems are clean, an SDR agency can ramp much faster because they aren't reverse engineering intent from scratch. At SalesHive, we plug into HubSpot, Salesforce, and hybrid stacks to turn SEO insight into booked meetings through an outsourced sales team model that covers list building, cold call services, and outbound sequencing. If you want to test an SEO-informed outbound motion without building new headcount, we can help you operationalize the signals and run them through real sequences. Teams often start by reviewing SalesHive reviews, exploring SalesHive pricing, and confirming integration needs on saleshive.com before rolling the playbook out across the full SDR org.